Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving deep into a story that has dominated political conversation this week in South Africa. It's a moment that sparked laughter, concern, and some serious questions about the quality and readiness of our members of parliament. I'm talking about ANC MP Ntando Maduna's now viral parliamentary speech blunder. It's a moment that's not just a meme on social media, but a reflection of bigger issues in our democratic institutions. Now, if you haven't seen the video yet, here's what happened. Ntando Maduna, a relatively low-profile ANC MP from the Herigwala district in KwaZulu-Natal, was tasked with delivering what was supposed to be a routine speech during a sitting of the National Assembly. But when he stood up to speak, things quickly unraveled. Despite having the speech prepared in front of him, Maduna stumbled over multiple words, paused awkwardly, mispronounced basic terms, and generally looked overwhelmed and flustered. It was clear he was struggling, not just with the content of the speech, but with public delivery itself. Now let's be clear. Everyone can have a bad day. Public speaking isn't easy, and the pressures of Parliament, the cameras, and the formal setting can get to anyone. But this wasn't just a slip of the tongue. This was a prolonged moment of visible distress that raised eyebrows across the aisle. Opposition MPs were seen exchanging looks, some even chuckled, while others sat stone-faced in disbelief. And the viewers watching at home? Well, South Africans took to social media, and they did what South Africans do best. They commented, they criticized, and they turned the moment into a trending cultural talking point. The isiZulu phrase that quickly went viral was, "Kwezikwanzima ukubulan goko langanida ndoda," which roughly translates to, "It became so difficult to write while mixing like this man." It's a funny but cutting observation, suggesting that Maduna's delivery was not just unpolished, but chaotic. And on platforms like X, formerly Twitter, memes, parody videos, and reaction threads took off within hours. But while the internet had its fun, others took a more serious view. Political analyst Dr. Ntando Maduna weighed in, pointing out that while it's unfair to judge an MP's entire career based on a single poor speech, this incident exposes deeper issues about the preparedness of our elected officials. Dr. Moore noted that public speaking is not just a soft skill in Parliament, it's a core part of the job. Debates, statements, committee reports, everything an MP does is rooted in clear and persuasive communication. If an MP cannot express ideas confidently and coherently, how are they meant to represent their constituents effectively? And here's where things get interesting. Some defenders of Maduna, particularly from the ANC side, have argued that this is being blown out of proportion. In a brief statement, the ANC caucus said, and I quote, "Honorable Maduna is a committed servant of the people and continues to make meaningful contributions in committee work and constituency outreach. One speech should not overshadow his dedication." Now, that's fair. MPs do a lot of work behind the scenes, in committees, oversight visits, community meetings, that don't get the same attention as what happens on the parliamentary floor. But that response doesn't fully address the concern. Because at the heart of the public outcry is not just Maduna's performance, it's what his performance symbolizes. Are our MPs being chosen for their ability to lead and articulate policy? Or are they being deployed into positions they're not adequately prepared for, based on party loyalty or political connections? And more importantly, are we, the voters, being served by leaders who are equipped to do the job? It's also worth considering that Parliament, as an institution, hasn't always been proactive in providing ongoing support for MPs, especially when it comes to skills development. Public speaking, for instance, is rarely prioritized once someone is elected. And for many MPs, English is not their first language. Delivering complex policy arguments or reading technical speeches in a second or third language, under the pressure of live broadcast and parliamentary procedure, can be a serious challenge. So, perhaps the real issue isn't just Maduna himself, it's the system that puts people in the spotlight without ensuring they're ready for it. There have already been calls from civil society and some opposition parties for Parliament to introduce compulsory public speaking and communication workshops for all MPs, not just newcomers. The idea is that being able to write and deliver a speech clearly should be as important as any other political function. After all, when MPs speak in Parliament, they're not just talking to their colleagues, they're speaking to the entire country. This incident has also reignited debates around language and accessibility in Parliament. Some believe more support should be given to MPs who prefer to speak in indigenous languages, with live translations provided, a practice that already exists to some degree, but not consistently. This could help members feel more confident and less likely to stumble over technical terms in a foreign language. And then there's the political fallout. For the ANC, this kind of public embarrassment comes at a bad time. With the general elections fresh in the public's memory and the party under pressure to demonstrate competence and renewal, an incident like this, no matter how small, reinforces the narrative of a ruling party that's out of touch, careless with its deployments, and dismissive of merit. Ntando Maduna will no doubt continue his work in Parliament, and he may yet redeem himself with better performances in future sittings. But the damage has been done in terms of public perception. This wasn't just a bad day at the office, it was a wake-up call about the need for serious introspection in our political institutions. So, where do we go from here? Well, first, we should move beyond mockery and ask the real questions. What training do MPs receive once elected? Are our parliamentary procedures and expectations aligned with the realities of multilingual, diverse representatives? And most importantly, are we doing enough to hold parties accountable for who they put forward to lead us? This moment, viral as it may be, offers a chance for national reflection. If we want better leaders, we need better systems of preparation, support, and accountability. Thanks for watching, and if you found this discussion insightful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think this was just a human error, or a symptom of a deeper problem in our parliament? Let's talk about it. See you next time.